Welcome back to another episode of Calm Before the Storm. I'm Kim.
I'm Steph.
And I'm Kimberly.
If you missed our last episode, we talked about dating with kids. You can watch it on YouTube at Calm Before the Storm podcast. So last week we talked about kids. This week we're talking about 50-50. Is it really a thing?
Mm.
So
Ooh,
now, two of us are married. One of us is in an exclusive relationship. How do you ladies, what do you ladies think about 50-50? Is
it's
it
not
like
a
a
thing.
thing?
What'd you say?
Is it
What
a
did
I
you
thing?
said
say?
it's not a thing.
Oh.
Um, I think somebody found that and it just sounded good and they
hmm
just put it out there because there's never consecutive days that it is 50-50. And
Right.
that's not only in like sharing responsibilities, that's in just relationships in general. It's
hmm
never 50-50.
I agree.
I would
Yeah.
agree
Um,
with that. Yep.
I think that it could be like, how can you do 50-50 like on all bills? The bills are not the
Mm,
same. The
mm-hmm,
price might, the bills might change. You could say like, oh, I'm gonna pay this. You
mm-hmm.
pay the rent, I'm gonna pay this. As long as you both feel like we're paying close to the same, then I think you're good.
That is 50-50. You mean
But
like if
close, close. I didn't say exact. I said close.
Right.
because in
Then
my world, I'm doing 50-50, but I do that too.
right, right. Mm,
But people don't like 50-50. They be like, excuse me, what?
right.
You pay
Ooh,
bills? Who
mm,
does that?
that is
Yeah,
true.
right. There's some people
Like,
that are lucky
why?
enough.
Your man,
Your man ain't a
he's the
man. He letting you pay
provider.
bills.
Right, right. It's just like, what? Hello?
hmm
Do you agree with that though? Like, because there's women and men, a lot of men who don't like their women to pay bills, but then there's also, people pass their judgments on you, like, you paying bills out here, girl? What's up with you?
But what are they paying? Like, are they paying absolutely nothing?
Some women don't pay bills.
Some women
Oh,
don't
it's
pay
just
nothing,
bills.
They don't pay anything
Are they paying
from home.
anything.
dates? Are they paying like stuff for the
Some
kids?
households, no, they pay nothing. And then some
Correct.
households will do like, they take care of the kids and like kids' responsibilities, clothes,
Right.
daycare, shit
Food.
like that.
Yeah.
Um, no, maybe not even food. That's part of
Wow.
the house.
True indeed. True
So
indeed.
that is not a 50-50 at all. That is like a 90-10 right there.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's what
Um,
it seems like.
Kids are expensive though, so that could be
100%.
somewhat different. But I think I don't agree with that one person should have to be the only one responsible for the bills. Now, if that's your thing and you guys agree to that, then that works for you. But
Mhm.
you
Hmm.
shouldn't look to others who do it differently and be like, "Oh my God, what's wrong with you?" Like, hey,
Right. I
that's what
agree.
works for them. So be it.
If that's
Yeah,
the lifestyle you live, good for you. But you
right.
know, some people have to. Some
Some
people
people
have to help out.
Yes. Some of us have to put our little hands in there and like help out with the pots.
Yes.
So,
hmm
I think for me, helping out with the pot is more of a personal thing. It has nothing to do with my partner. It is
hmm
more, it stems from me and all my prior dilemmas with finances and stuff like that. So I feel like I have to, this is what makes me sleep at night when
hmm
right.
when I help put into the pot.
Hmm.
So is it like a joint account and then we put the money in and then we pay bills that way, or is it just I'll pay this, you pay that?
Yeah, that's how I
I do
used to do
that.
it.
I do. I
Yep.
pay this, you pay that. I mean,
Okay.
we do have
Yeah.
a joint account, but it's not for bills, it's for travel.
No.
This is where
Yeah,
our
I used to do it
priorities
the
are in
same.
this
So
house.
like so
It's so
when
true.
when I first got married, we tried the joint account, but I'm a spender.
Yes, you are.
So I would be like, damn, I don't want him to see how much I spent.
Right.
So let's not do the joint account.
let me get my money back.
Actually, you keep your money, I keep
Keep
mine, and
mine.
we mix it together.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder why though. Like, I guess I don't know, because my ex-husband was huge on, oh, let's get a joint account. And I was always like, no, like I don't want a joint account. As long as I meet my 50-50 for the month, I
Mm-hmm.
don't feel like I need to have where you have all eyes on my money for the same kind
No.
of reason. Like I'm the person, like if I see a book, I'm just gonna buy the book and like
Mm-hmm.
or whatever. And I don't want you to see all
And then they'd be
that.
like,
So
well, what did
yeah.
you buy from Barnes
Yeah.
and Noble? Like, what
Yes.
else are you gonna buy from
Yes.
Barnes and Noble?
Yeah.
Yeah. And so
Did you
I
really need that
never
though? No, I don't need
that part is that part. Did you really need it right now though? Like,
Hmm.
yeah, I needed it right now. That's why I bought it because I needed it. So
yeah.
no
No.
joint
So,
account.
so if it's not 50-50, it could be 60-40, it could be
Mm-hmm.
70-30, it could be 99-1.
Mm-hmm.
It can
A
be.
hundred
Is
percent. It
that
really
okay
can.
with you?
99.1 is a no.
Hmm.
But I will say that it depends on what's happening in life.
Right.
Sometimes you may be sick or whatever it is, something's happening with your person or yourself, and you just can't do
Hmm.
anything. And that's the point of you being your significant other. You got to be there when I can't, right?
Right.
So
Mhm.
you got to
Yeah.
if you got to do 99 and I got to do one this month, then next month we do 50-50, then that's how that works. And that's just not financially. I think that's more like in everything that you do in
Hmm.
your relationship.
Yeah. I mean, emotionally, if there's a day or two that you need me to come 99, cool.
Hmm.
But if 99.1 starts presenting itself every other day for the next 3 weeks, yeah, we're going to have a conversation because
Exactly.
I need to be that 1% sometimes too, because
That's what I
we
was
don't
gonna
wake
ask.
up at
Yeah, my,
100% all the time.
yeah, my next question was, what if you're giving in more often?
We need to
Yeah,
talk about it.
we need to talk
Hmm.
because now I'm feeling like you're taking advantage.
Right.
Yeah, and that's just not fair.
No, it's
Well,
definitely a big
I would say this,
conversation.
right? So there was a point where I got hurt at work. I couldn't
Hmm.
um I was at home with my back out, and so my husband had to take most of the bills,
Hmm.
and it was a while, and he
Hmm.
had to take it. Then there was a part where he got laid off, so some of the
Hmm.
bills that he was paying for, I had to take over. So then now things are better, but
Hmm.
I want him to catch up on some of his debt, and then
Hmm.
Hmm.
we're gonna even it out
Hmm.
where we
Right,
pay. You know what I mean?
right.
But I just want us to
See,
all
but
be.
that's what you call you doing your 80-20 right now. And
Yeah.
that benefit, it's not only benefiting him
Hmm.
because that debt belongs to you too. It just has his name on it. You're
Right,
married,
Hmm.
right?
right.
Hmm.
So him clearing up the debt clears it up for both of you to move forward in life and whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish
Hmm.
with credit.
Hmm.
Right.
So it benefits you you actually doing it for yourself at the end of the day.
Right.
You're doing
Hmm.
it
Yeah.
for each other.
Right.
But you guys both had each other, so you had that balance, right? So
Hmm.
like you went out and he did what he had to do, and then he went out, you did what you had to do. So, but I'm sure there was communication, right? I'm sure
Hmm.
you guys came and had a
I mean, at some
conversation, and
points
this is,
it was a little stressful, but
of
there
course,
was,
yep.
I think
because
finances
when
always
we
bring
got
a
married,
burden.
we didn't have the finance talk. So
Okay.
I
Mm,
would suggest that in like when you're getting married,
yes,
I would
I
What do you
definitely.
mean
agree.
by finance talk? Like before you get married, you should like lay out how you're gonna pay bills and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, how we're gonna intermingle our two lifestyles. Like we
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
both like the finer things. We both live in this apartment. We both use the water, the electricity, the gas.
Hmm.
Like how are we gonna do this? Yes, I think that
Yeah.
is super important.
Yes, I agree.
All right. So, uh, just talking about money is uncomfortable, right? So now you're talking
Hmm.
about 50-50. Do you initiate that talk or do you wait until they tell you?
I initiated it in my marriage because they moved into my space.
Okay.
So, I was able to, I'm able to sustain this by myself. Evidently, you're moving in here, but we're getting married, we're having a baby, and we're moving in together. We're gonna have to split this down the middle. And, he came in with his depths, I came in with my depths. So we had it where we took care of our own depths because that's what we came into this with. But everything you and me moving forward, we've got to figure out a way to split it. And it wasn't 50-50, right? But it was as close to 50-50 as we can get it.
Okay.
We So we moved when we didn't have a joint place, we found a place together. So it was
Hmm.
automatically like, oh, security, whatever it is that you
Right.
need to get an apartment. I forget now. We
Mhm.
split that 50-50, and that was just like the initial jump
Right.
for it. Like, okay, so we're gonna split this 50-50. I'll turn on the lights, you turn on the cable,
Yep.
you do this, you do that, and those are your whatever you turn on is your bill, basically.
Right.
So you guys split like the rent at that time. You split the rent, and then if you whatever you turned on, you paid.
Is your bill. Yeah,
Okay.
that's how
Hmm.
we did it. And that's
Okay.
even with
That's
if with
smart.
our home now, with our house. Um, I wouldn't say, I mean, we come as close to 50-50 as we
Hmm.
can, but it's really hard to because like you said, some bills are smaller than others.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Um, but it works for us, we don't have any issues in that department. Like groceries, we split. I was talking to one of my friends, we had this conversation a long time ago, and we were talking about like splitting 50-50 again and how we split groceries. When we do groceries, we split the groceries in half just because
Mm.
when I do a big haul here, it'd be like $1,000.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not even
Right.
exaggerating. I'm probably low
Hmm.
it right now. So I'm like, that's not fair for just one person to
Mm-hmm.
dish out. So we will be at the register, like, can we do two cards? Can here and here?
Yeah.
They were so taken aback by that. Like, are you crazy? What's wrong with you? Why? That's embarrassing. Don't do that. And I'm like, let me be embarrassed. I'm fine because I'm not.
I right. It's crazy. So my person and I are like that now, but we don't live together. So we don't worry, we don't have to like split responsibilities. But like going out food shopping, going out with the kids, going out by ourselves, it's so bad. If there was a fly following us, we are racing to the cash register, like the tap, and it'll be like, oh, this is, and it's like, bing, and people are like, what are you guys doing? And he's like, her card didn't go through, right? My card went through, and the lady yesterday was like, no, I don't know whose card went through. He was like, if it's her card, take it off, and take my card. And they're like, what is wrong with you guys? And he's like, we got to split it. And I'm like, so I've learned not to race to the cash register, and I'll just send it through Zelle. I'm like, I got you, homeboy.
Right. Like I'm still gonna send it to you.
I'm sending it to you. So I love the fact that we didn't have to have a conversation. It
Mm-hmm.
just came natural to split whatever it is. So like, even if it's groceries for the house, he's gonna be here for the weekend. Obviously, he'll always just send something. So that's what it's like. Just come down to. So instead of us fighting now for the cash register, we just send it through Zelle or Cash App, and it's there. So we split everything.
And so you do that with the kids as well. But like if you're going out,
Everything.
okay.
He always, yeah, like I won't ask for it, or if I know it's the kids, I'm like, oh, I'll take up a little. And he's just like, nope. So if he pays for it, I'll just send it out. Like I'll just send it through Zelle. But yeah, we split everything, like outings, things we need, whatever, gas, tolls, we split it all.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We,
Yeah,
we can't, I mean, gas and tolls, we really don't. It's hard to say because we switch cars
yeah.
random, like it could be randomly on a constant basis. We switch cars way too much. So I hope you're lucky that you got that
Right,
because you never know. If you
right.
driving my car, it's gonna be on E.
That's me. So maybe I can't say gas is 50-50.
He'd
It's
be like,
always on E,
girl,
guys.
Me
every
too.
time, every time. Really?
Oh my
Yep.
I didn't know
gosh.
you were going to take my car. I would have prepared. Probably
Right.
not, but it's okay.
It wouldn't have changed.
Oh
No,
man.
it wasn't going to change. But I
So
think some women would hate that. Like dating now, you hear all these women like, no, he got to pay, he got to this, he got to
Oh,
that.
yes.
They
They're
would not
expecting
agree.
so much. I'm like, Jesus, who raised you people?
I feel like people want the 1950s style of living where they don't work and they get like, the provider, protector,
that was my
do
next
all
topic. Yeah.
things, but then she still get to live in the 2025 era.
Yes.
So that was what I was gonna say. Back in the day, men paid for everything. The woman stayed at home. She took care of the kids.
Mm-hmm.
She took care of the kitchen. And they just, some men have no problem with that, right? I don't
Right.
want you to
They
pay for
like that. They
anything.
want that.
Right.
Hmm.
They want to pass that down. They don't have no problem with that. But I feel like things are not the same how they were back in the day,
Mm-mm.
right?
No.
Everything is crazy expensive. So
Yep.
you're paying a lot more. The man is not even saving that much money for himself because he's paying all the bills, all
Hmm.
the stuff for the kids, the food, to go out on date nights. I'm like,
Hmm.
what are you doing with your money? Like, are you,
Right.
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 Right. But
What do you,
but in a different perspective, if it's a stay-at-home mom who's taking care of all of that nowadays, right? And the dad is out making all this buku money to whatever, she really doesn't have an income.
right?
right.
So essentially, she's saving you that aftercare money, daycare money, extracurricular activity money, So it really, perspective really is, I guess, situational too. Because if the mom is stepping in to do all that extra stuff that you would be paying for, then you're kind of saving a penny or two.
But then what happens if, God forbid, something happens to him at work? He gets hurt.
That's a big one. And
He gets
I've
sick.
heard a lot of stories. Yeah.
Now you got to get up and go to work.
You got to get up, do that, and take care of the after school extracurricular because nobody's here to do it. Now you're going to get your
And
behind to
a
work.
lot of them don't even know how to pay,
No.
where to pay. What do you
Mm-hmm.
even pay? Because I've
Right.
never had
Yes,
to pay. I've
I
heard
was
this before.
watching
Me too.
I was watching The Housewives, and this lady got divorced, right? She's
Mm.
like, I never even paid the mortgage. I don't even know where I go to do that. And I was like, what?
Right.
Right.
Right. Like
Right.
there's such a, I think it does a disservice. Like if that's how you want to live, fine. Like you want to
Yes.
pay everything, great. But I think it should
Mm-hmm.
be something that you take to learn. Like, okay, God forbid something does happen to him. At least I know what
Yeah.
I'm walking. Do you even know how much your mortgage is?
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like, do you even know what
Right.
he pays, how much he's paying out, how much he's spending? And I feel like sometimes people don't want to know so that it doesn't become a burden because the less you know, you don't even have to worry about it. But if you know about it, now you have your conscience talking to you like, maybe I should second guess this purchase,
Mhm.
But
since
that's
he
like the
just
other
Yeah.
paid me.
lady from the other housewives.
We know what
He
you've
didn't
been
know.
catching up
He
Yeah.
on.
didn't know what she was doing. She was busy signing stuff. He was like, "Here, sign it." She landed up
Oh my
going to
God.
jail. So,
Mm.
Right.
so
Right. 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 Oh my
you got to
That's
pay
God.
why we also
attention.
have to educate
Hmm.
ourselves too. Like, yes,
Serious.
trust your husband. I'm not telling you not to,
Right.
but you also have to be involved too and understand what he's presenting to you. And you should not only be checking it for the interest of yourself, but for the interest of both of you. Because
Hmm.
if they're
Mm-hmm.
scamming him, they scamming
Yeah.
you.
Right.
Definitely so.
So,
I don't think people think about the future. I don't think like
no, they just live
No.
women
in the
and men,
moment.
because I'm sure, there's sugar mamas out there who are out there getting the bacon and, they have stay at home husbands or boyfriends. But I remember being a call center agent and I had a woman who called her husband and she were married for 60 years and he just passed away. She didn't know what anything on the gas bill was. She had no clue because she never had to look at the gas bill in her life ever. And she was crying. Of course, I'm sure the emotions of her husband passing, but she was crying because of the frustration that she
Right.
had no idea how to pay this bill, what this bill looked like, or what anything on this bill was telling her. No
Mm-hmm.
clue. It was just like, wow, 60 years. And she's like, I never had to pay a bill in my life. And she was an older lady. I felt so bad, but it's like, come on, women
This
and
is,
men, sugar
yeah.
mamas. We gotta
Right.
educate
See,
yourself.
lucky me, like any paperwork that comes in, he'd be like, "Oh, can you help me fill this out?" So I look at everything.
Right.
I'm just
So
like,
you're
you're
up to
like, all
date.
right, like
Yes.
so I don't mind taking over that.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. No, I think
Crazy.
I know. I know all our bills. I know what we sometimes I may not know the total of what they really
Mm,
are, but
Hmm.
I have the gist of it. But I do
mm.
know how to find it.
Right. Hmm.
Not know where to go.
Like you know the name of the
I
company.
know
You
the
should at
name of the
least know the
company.
logins and stuff like
I
that.
may not know the
Yes.
logins because I don't even know my own logins, but
Right. No,
I
yeah. It's
will get
important.
in.
It's important. Mm-hmm.
I will figure it out. I think it has to come from you as a person. Like
Yeah.
I'm that girl. I will figure it out. Put me
Mm-hmm.
in the woods. I mean, I figure out the woods, but put me in these type
Mm-hmm.
of positions, I will figure it out. I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
stand
Yep.
on my own 2 feet, no matter what.
Yep.
I mean, I like it, but I'm gonna figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And some women don't. There's men too. There's
Yeah.
plenty of men that take full advantage of women
Yes.
and let them be
Yeah.
the protector, provider. Um, what's the other one? It's 3 words, right? It's a protector, provider. What's the other one that they use for men? It'll come
Protective
to us.
provider. Yeah.
But the woman does all that and they at home chilling.
Chilling. And then when the woman leaves, they call the woman like, I don't know how to pay this bill. How you gotta pay this bill? Where I gotta go to pay this bill?
Now they
Live
not paying it. They
experience.
ain't calling it. They ain't calling you to find out how to pay the bill. They don't want to pay it.
Oh,
That's
They
your
just gonna
they
let
problem.
it.
called.
If it's under your name, you're done.
Oh, the best part was I disconnected everything.
They
Pay
don't
this
care
bill.
about you.
Call the utility company. That's how you do it.
Mm,
So do
mm.
you think that, like, let's say the man pays all the bills, right? Do you think the woman should at least pay for dates, food for the house, and stuff for the kids?
If she can,
Right, like if
if
she's
she
working as
can,
well, right?
yeah, she definitely should pay something. Oh, yeah, and I don't know if it's maybe the way we were raised, but it's like always set yourself up. Not that it's a bad thing, ladies, again,
Mm-hmm.
everybody. Always set yourself up so that, God forbid, either something happens to a man or you have to escape a situation or leave a situation, you know how to take care of yourself. Like you've
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
got that stability, you've got that brick to, like, I can do this no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
So I think every man or woman should be able to, even if the other person got it, you should give something,
Yeah.
something.
Right.
So
I feel
there's
like it's not fair if you don't. If you taking full advantage and you just spending your money frivolously and doing
Yes,
whatever it is that you want to do, and you not helping, especially if you see them struggling.
mm-hmm.
that part.
Because there's
Yeah.
going to be times when everybody struggles financially. It's just part of life.
Yep.
Um, and if you still doing you, then that's a problem.
Mm-hmm.
That is a very big problem.
That's a huge problem.
So there's this TikTok trend, right, where they go to their spouse and they be
Yeah,
like, "Babe, I can't pay the mortgage this month." And,
I've seen
and
that.
the husband goes, "When have you ever paid a bill?" But it's like their reaction that
Yeah,
cracks,
because they be like, "Girl, you don't pay bills in this house.
right?
What you talking
Like,
about?"
and then and then she'd be like, "No, but I'm just letting you know I can't pay the mortgage." And it's like, "Are you okay?" Like,
When did you?
When did
right?
you start doing that?
I
I
can't pay the rent this
remember.
month. And they'd be like, they'd be catching them off guard. They'd be like, "What?" Like, I can't pay the rent. Are you okay?
Oh,
Like,
The rent
you
is
talking to the
already
right
paid.
person?
You don't pay.
Right. It's
Yeah.
already done.
no,
Yeah.
some be cursing them out like, I don't pay. You don't pay that. So I don't understand why you being with these dumb TikTok stuff.
Oh,
So
I'm telling you.
when we said we was gonna talk about this, I said that's the perfect.
That is perfect.
Yes. I
So
like.
That is perfect.
studies and expert opinions suggest that striving for 50-50 balance in a relationship is often unrealistic and can be detrimental as it does not account for fluctuating needs, different life stages, and the complexity of emotional labor. Instead, focusing on open communication, mutual understanding, and flexibility in contributing to the partnership is considered more beneficial for a healthy relationship. I agree.
Me too.
Yes.
I mean, as long as you both agree to what we're gonna pay. Nobody feels like they're paying more than the other. We're not gonna stress about this.
Sorry,
Hmm.
guys.
Like just be open. Like, all right, well, you pay this, I pay that, and that's it.
Yep.
Be
I agree.
honest.
I agree too. I think I have one more question. If you pay all these things and they expect you to be like housewife, how do you feel about like, and not all women want to be housewives at the same, like they want you to pay the bills, but now you got to cook, clean, make sure, like, is that fair? So
No.
I pay all bills and now you have to do all things at home. And that's the other part of it too. So if we split the bills
Mm-mm.
50
Mm.
50, Do you
Mm-hmm.
still do all the cooking, cleaning, and responsibilities
It will
at
have
home?
to be it will have to be equal. Like if I'm cooking, you're gonna have to clean. You know what I
Yeah,
Hmm.
you
mean?
gonna have to wash the dishes. I'll cook,
Right.
you wash the dishes, or vice versa. Sweep the floor, I'll mop.
Right.
Dust the
Wash
kitchen, I'll
clothes.
go to the
Right.
bathroom. You wash, I'll dry. We'll fold together. Mm-hmm.
Correct.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, there's some women that don't mind that. Like they're just like, I like to clean. So
said no one ever. There's a
Not
catch to
here.
that.
I
Uh-huh.
like my stuff clean. I
Me
don't like
too.
to do it, but I do it.
Listen,
hmm
I hate
No, because there's some men that don't know
folding.
how to deep
Yeah.
clean, so you gotta take over.
They don't. I was just talking to my mom about this because she be talking crap about my dad's cleaning
Mm,
skills. And I'm like, he cleans, but I'm gonna have to clean behind him. I'm like, at least he cleans. We have to take
yeah,
the good from that little. So what if he just cleans, as they say in Spanish, on top? Only
hmm
what you could see with the
correct.
bare eye, right?
Right.
They
hmm
say it differently, but she's saying, he only sees what people can, he only cleans what people can see. Hey, I'll
There's
take
a
it. At least you did something, right?
right.
Because,
Correct.
yeah, they're not gonna, no one cleans like you. Just like if
hmm
I go to your house and try to
Yeah,
clean, you're gonna be like, thank you, but I'm gonna go fix it my way now.
hmm
right.
So,
Yeah, like my husband, he's not a big cleaner. So I'm always
Mm.
cleaning up after him. So when we was preparing for the new year, and I like to get rid of clothes and stuff like that. He was like, "Oh, I'm gonna clean my side of the closet." I was like, "What?"
Whoa.
I was like, "When we doing it? What day? What time? Let's get this done because because I'm tired of looking at your side of the closet like that." Because
you
he
won't,
has so
so
many
you
clothes.
won't touch his side, you'll leave it.
No, he needed to get rid of a lot of clothes, and he was
Uh-huh.
holding
Mm.
on to it. So I knew stuff that could was gonna go out, but I was like, let me just leave it there. So when he said it, I was like, thank you, Jesus.
Right.
I was like, I'm gonna take it. Thank you. So
Mm.
I get
Yeah.
what she's saying. It's like men don't really know how to clean like that. And I went in right after him and organized the shirts to like that like that's just
Hmm.
me. That's my
She's
OCD.
she's my mom,
Yeah,
guys.
yeah, no, I
Yeah,
am. I am.
She probably will
yeah,
say the same thing my mother said. He clean, but wasn't all
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
So, but back to this topic. So we're basically saying 50-50 works for you. If you guys split everything down the middle, then hey, so be it. That's what works for
Right,
you. But
right.
realistically, it's not always 50-50. So,
Mm-mm.
you know,
To each his
don't get
own.
mad. But as long as you communicate, you'll be good. And if you're that 10% that doesn't do anything, I'm gonna need you to get up and
At
do
least
something.
educate yourself. Yes,
Yes.
Yes. Learn just in case.
please.
I mean, it's good for you, right? You're gonna raise kids or you are raising kids. I mean, I've seen families where the kids are messy, but and they just let them. They clean up
Hmm.
for their kids. And it's like you have
Mhm.
Correct.
to instill that in your kids when they're young,
Yep.
right? They're gonna
Mhm.
grow up and they're gonna get their own place. They're gonna have a mess all the time. Like if you my our parents instill that young,
Right.
right?
Which is why we
We
are
had
the
to
way we
wash
are.
dishes. We had to learn how to wash clothes. We had to clean
Yep.
our room all the time. We probably got in trouble a lot because we didn't clean
Hmm.
our rooms, but look at us now.
Yeah.
Saturday
Yeah.
mornings were not fun. They were
No.
not.
Good music, but definitely not fun.
Yes.
hmm
Music blasting 7 o'clock in the morning so my mother could clean.
That's
And
right.
then
Get up.
her mood would just flip. I
Yes.
found the rapper.
Right. Yep.
No. Yes. But yes,
So,
you do have to teach your kids how to clean, but some
and
people do that because they want it the way they want it, not the way your kid does it.
Yeah.
but you're also teaching your kid how to, when they get in a relationship, how to put their part into
Yep.
being clean, taking care of their household, or
Yes.
even money, right? You're gonna instill that in them young. Like, look, when you're in a relationship, Don't let that other person take advantage. This is
That's
what you
right.
do.
Or you don't take advantage.
You don't take
Mhm.
advantage. Yeah,
You play your part and they play their part. And if they, if I feel it's not working, then you got to go your own way. But
that's right.
don't let yourself get taken advantage of. I feel like I teach my kids based on my own past experiences in life with financial struggles
Right.
in my previous relationship. I will I can't solely depend on anyone. I can. I'm
Mm-hmm.
lucky to be able to depend on my husband if I needed to, which I've
Right.
had to. I've gotten hurt or whatever he's had to do 100% of everything. But I don't like that feeling myself.
Yep.
And
Same.
I want them to know you have to be independent. You have to learn how to take care of yourself before you even incorporate anyone else into your life. You
Mm-hmm.
got to make sure you got you.
Right.
I agree. Kim, you want to give the quote?
Yes. So everybody knows we have a lovely quote. So the quote for today is, we're a team. Whatever you lack, I got you. We will balance each other out. Minor setbacks, guess we will make a major comeback. A bad day, well, I promise you a better night. You need support, I will be your backbone. I will keep you motivated and at the top always. If you appreciate me and remain consistent, you do not need to doubt my loyalty. You got me, I got us. Unknown.
All right. To whoever made that quote, you got it on the dot.
No I in team.
No, I and team.
No, it makes sense. Like we are a team. We in a relationship, we're in a marriage, we
Mhm.
all should give equally, close to equally. So it makes sense.
Yes, it
Yes.
should.
We want to thank everyone for watching, and we will see you next time. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you have any questions, ideas, topics, you can send us a message to our social media at Calm Before the Storm Podcast, or you can email us at thecalmbeforethe storm@gmail.com, and we will see you next week. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.